Took this globe, we done did it. Wanna see a mogul, we showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC, let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it. These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song. I could never do this alone. Come on. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money.
It's week 1 of the National Football League as we get set for a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks on EA Sports.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. From Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal, even though it's the Broncos.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Look, there are pressures that come along with being a first-round pick. You're expected to lead your team to bigger and better things right away, no matter the situation you're drafted into. But to his credit, he hasn't shied away from any of those pressures. He's been the guy they needed off the field. Now we finally get to see what he can do on it.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on first down. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's Nix to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Stiff arm, breaks through, and he might break away. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Nix looking to throw. Dulcich hauls it in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They'll be
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Got a man open, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action here. Cut by Lockett. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this third down. Smith setting the throw. Pass complete to Walker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Still sticking with the passing game. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Third and long for him here. Gets this to Fant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Rifles it, and it's caught. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Nick's now to throw. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully this turns out to be nothing. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. First throw for the backup now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Wilson. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Throwing off the play fake here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. But he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Nix. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a 1st down here. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. To throw, here's Nix. This is complete to Patrick. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down drive. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. We were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
He sends this one to the end zone. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Throwing here, Nix. Completed to Sutton. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. The Seahawks offense running out now. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Walker hauls it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey. What's up?
Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throw complete to Williams. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Here's Nix to throw. Tight end cut across the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Into traffic, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Nick's looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches...
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now from the extreme northwest to the extreme southeast, we're going to head down to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with our buddy Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Patrick Mahomes, terrific in the air with over 400 passing yards there. From there, we'll jet east to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at the Link. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. A.J. Brown, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Anthony Richardson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. They have established better than they did in the opening half, Bronx. See if they can attack that deficit. Now an inside give to Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious as defense. Man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Play action on 1st down. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Caitlin. That's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's a toss headed right. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard that time, so now they're left with 3rd and 13. Smith back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Williams on the carry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They'll take 6 on the play. Now they'll face 2nd and 14. Another carry for him. And this one doesn't go far. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. Here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense who was able to get home and get the sack.
Now on 4th down, it's Trenton Gill out to kick it away. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. So no return on that punt. And that is where they'll start the next drive. They go play action on 1st. Finds the open man there, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Looking to throw, Smith. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Denver set to take the field on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Nixon a throw. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Working inside the red zone. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
He's got a man left. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This game's still tied after 3, so we're going to decide things here in the 4th quarter. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gives them the lead in the final quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Design bootleg here. It's caught Metcalf. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They go with Walker here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. That's caught for the first. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in Week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. It's Walker on the give. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards of the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Staying with Walker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
From the 19. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Smith to the air now. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Smith. Quick slant complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try it. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on when he recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
So here comes the Bronco offense. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. Burton there to bring it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. They did it! He made the interception! Jerome Baker has it! And forget the interception, he makes this a pick 6 touchdown! He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Cut by Lockett. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 17-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice first and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Running with Walker again. And he's brought down for a loss. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll send it up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Setting up to pass. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Broncos offense all set to go. And turnovers, well, we all know, never okay for the players. Certainly not okay in a coach's eye. And with as many as they've had here, Brock, gonna be tough to play these highlights back after this game.
Yeah, tough but essential, Kate, because watching these plays, this is the difference between good and great. I got to be around Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning didn't watch his highlights. He watched his sacks. He watched his interceptions. He wanted to critique himself through these difficult circumstances. And when you do, you can become a Hall of Famer like Peyton. Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Throwing now. Patrick with the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this down to the 28. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you've got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you've got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. Kicked off by Julian Love. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.